So I'm in California for a restraining order hearing that was continued until March. And wow, there's a guy in front of me that looks, well, he looks 110 years old. Anyway, so yeah, I'm in California dealing with the restraining order, which only exists because my ex kidnapped my child last July. I'm talking 18 months ago. Did not let me see her, did not ask me if that was okay. Just unbeknownst to me, just took off. And of course, as any father would, I kept contacting her, trying to contact my daughter, trying to see what's going on. Like, please let me see my little girl. Just literally begging, where I've got emails that say this. She ignored me for 2 months. And then I hesitantly went to the courthouse to file paperwork to start that process, which I hated to do because, as anyone knows, once you start the court process, you are going to be on shitty terms with that person forever, probably. So anyway, I didn't want to do that, but I just missed my little girl so much that I couldn't stand to keep going days and weeks and months without seeing her. So got the paperwork, got a process server, and over the last year and a half, I've tried 21 separate times to get her served. She dodged each time. I'm talking about having a process server go by her house, go by her parents' house, call her phone, call her mom's phone, call her dad's phone. We're talking about 5 different points of contact. She ignored them all. And because I would not stop emailing her trying to get stuff done. And I was telling her, like, hey, you're being really shitty. You're being a horrible person. This is not okay. Obviously never threatened her because they'll arrest you for that. And that's just not who I am. But, you know, I use some colorful language with her because when you're up for 3 or 4 days in a row and you know that someone could absolve you of the massive amount of pain that you feel with a simple phone call, it's hard to stay cordial, you know. So long story short, I got a restraining order hearing coming up. It's going to be in March. All because I would not walk away from my daughter. So I just want to tell you guys that if you meet someone and you start dating someone and you learn that they come from a really messed up family, like if they hate their mother, hate their father, if there's been a lot of fighting with them, if there's any kind of like massive dysfunction in that family, I don't give a shit what this person looks like. I don't care about what their financial situation is. If you want to be happy and have someone that's actually able to love you, you need to walk away. The vast majority of people cannot handle coming out of a situation like that. I've never dated a dude. I would assume it's the same, although I think that I'm able to love someone even though I've been through some crazy stuff. But the women that I've known that come from, you know, especially not having a good dad in their life, they are irreparably damaged. So if you meet someone and you find out that they hate their mother and there's all kinds of, you know, stress with the dad and whatever, you either need to leave immediately, which is probably the better option, or get into couples therapy immediately. And if you're attracted to someone like that, which I found myself to be, you need to talk to a therapist about that because it's not healthy to gravitate towards people like that. I mean, ask me how I know. I was just in the courtroom this morning because of it. So anyway, take care of yourselves and just be careful, man, because if you make the wrong decision, especially if you have a kid with someone that's the wrong person for you, and I just want to say, like, I've got 2 daughters and they are beyond amazing and I will walk through hell for them, but it's still walking through hell and it absolutely sucks. And all I've ever wanted was to have just a normal, conventional family to come home to, you know? So again, if you meet someone and their family life is messed up, I'm not saying that it's automatically doomed to fail, but it probably is, and you need to get into a therapy situation as soon as possible. So anyway, take care of yourselves.